But Madam Speaker, I'm just trying to understand. If you don't buy health insurance, you go to jail?
Well,
you didn't answer my question.
I think the legislation is very fair in this respect.
And we're going to tell her to take her health care bill back to hell where it came from.
Joining me now is John Dennis, the Libertarian seeking the Republican nomination to challenge, of all people, Speaker of the House of Representatives Nancy Pelosi for her job representing the 8th Congressional District in San Francisco. Here's how I think your message can resonate. John, I mean, she is the biggest of the big government folks in all of Washington. She is the farthest left of all the central figures in this administration. She wants to put people in jail if they don't buy the insurance that some federal bureaucrat tells them to buy. Now, wouldn't an argument like that turn a lot of heads in San Francisco and say, wait a minute, we've been represented for all these years by somebody that wants to put us in jail if we don't spend our money the way Washington tells us to spend it?
I know, and you know, it's the outrage has never ceased to end. And you know, we can get I get caught up in the symptoms, and her agenda is just a symptom of the real disease, which is the government continuing to interfere in the economy, and at the end of the day, the utter disrespect that the federal government has for the Constitution. Federal government will always continue to expand, right, and always continue to expand at the expense of our individual liberties. Let me tell you, there is an appetite for that message even here in San Francisco.
I'll tell you another message for which I think there's an appetite in San Francisco is a message of peace. I mean, she supports an undeclared, unlawful, immoral, fruitless war in Afghanistan simply because the head of her party, who's also the president of the United States of America, is in favor of this because he ran on this so he'd have some street cred with the pro-war voters in the country. Let's see. The government of Afghanistan controls about 3 major cities there. We've chased the Taliban and we've chased Al-Qaeda into Pakistan. She wants to add another 40,000 troops to the 60,000 that are already there. So we'll have 100,000 troops waging a war against who and for what and to what end in Afghanistan? Question, wouldn't that argument resonate against her?
Oh, you betcha, and it's an argument that I plan on making clearly, particularly in the general election. You know, what's ironic about this, I'll share sometime some of the emails I get about Nancy Pelosi. People, one of the things that gets under people's skin about her is her hypocrisy. And this is a really clear-cut example of it. She hated the war under George Bush, and now she's twisting arms behind the scenes to continue it. And I think that it's a dishonor to the men in the military who bravely and honorably get involved to protect our country, to have them in a muddled, unconstitutional mission. It's not right, and for her, of all people, to continue to force us to stay in that war is unconscionable.
We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Things have got to change.